Hello everyone. This is a brother doing a video after I just seen supporting my brother Santahito, who's been doing major work, big collabs coming in the future. Brother run this video and I just had to expand on this. What he already covered, really not really else really to say. I just wanted to give my opinion on what I thought and just seeing the young brother head down, these are the things that we have to endure. These are the situations that a lot of us as a people have to and forced to deal with. And people ask, why is so-called black people so angry, so mad, so upset? Why they have a chip on their shoulder? What's wrong with them? Why they can't get it together? I mean, it's many layers that you can really say. But let's go at the obvious. Do you know how much we have to deal with and the crap we have to put up with on a day-to-day basis, making sure that we keep these devils' supremacy and mindset at all times? You see the referee in there. That's the referee in question who ordered the young man to cut his hair and then had a couple of people stand right over him. They don't care. You know what I mean? And the young man still won, But when it comes to these devils do not care. They don't care what we call ourselves. They don't even care. But what they do care about is how we treat one another. As long as we divisive and divided and allowing many layers to divide us, many so-called affiliations divide us, then divide and conquer. Now, there is just as divisive or divided as me and you. But the difference is they're confederate with when it comes to the hierarchy, when it comes to the pecking order, when it comes to the devil's acts. Oh, they are all on code, on point with that. You know what I mean? They knew that brother was going to win that match. That didn't matter to them. And that's why I'm glad my brother brought this video out to part, because this is the type of things we need to talk about. I would love to talk about video gaming and video editing, different things, sports, cars, all of this stuff. But we as a people feel compelled to bring the news out. And that's exactly what my brother's doing. Because if he hadn't brought this video, I probably wouldn't have saw this. Because everybody don't see everything. That's why it's each one teach one. That's why we can't look at one another as adversaries, friend or foe, but as brothers and sisters. Because only we can cure these things. The self-hate, the Willie Lynch, the Stockholm Syndrome. And that's what these devils hate when we are united or on one front and proving to the world we're not as divisive to one another if they like us to be, or destructive. Yes, we are, because why? Even the Bible says, oppression make a wise man mad. You know what I mean? You know the emotion this young man was under? Do you know the feeling that he was? You see how he was walking away? You know what I'm saying? You saw some of his brothers and some of the Hispanic brothers on the side knowing this is what he had to do, because he already felt if I didn't forfeit it, then I let my teammates down. I let my family down. I let myself down. So to me, it wasn't that big of a deal. But why would he have to do that? Because that's how these devils think. He's losing his hair and the other guy's bald. And the other guy who's bald, he has a cap on. So they probably saw the young man with all his hair and they elected to do some racist tactics to try to do some mind games. And that's all it was, y'all. To some degree, we're going to have to endure this. And that's what it is, y'all. When we endure these things, these devils don't have a chance. When we united as one and work together, not against one another, but for one another, they hate that. That's why I say we need our own media outlet. We need our own platforms. Streaming should be easier for us. I got a few things in the work myself. That's why I say we need to work with one another. Because trust me, a lot of these YouTubers that's over there spewing their nonsense, they go unlisted. There's a few channels that don't even know I'm watching them. And some of the egregious things they're talking about, man, how everyday people, walks of life, nurses, MTs, professional people, doctors, lawyers, teachers, these devils are talking about what deed did they do today. They get off on this, man. They get off on oppressing us. So while we're smiling and wanting another phase, doing all these pagan holidays, doing all this stuff, and all is about is money, got nothing to do with Christ, got nothing to do with the Bible, not even in the Bible. It's about orgies, white supremacy, devil worship, and money, spending money. That's all it is. Got nothing to do with anything. And that's how the economy continue to build and ours continue to flourish. Because we're spending money. And I understand a lot of us have to do that. And that's why Andrew Johnson felt that he had to do that. He felt that he had to do that because why? These white devils expecting us to say, I quit. See? So he can feel vindicated. You know what I'm saying? And he still folded the little devil. You know what I'm saying? He still won. He still beat him. He still, you know, but when people always say, I would love to see videos or a compilation of us doing that to any other race. In fact, you probably will see videos of us doing it to one another. That's what self-hate do. You'll see video after video after video, us disrespecting one another, us treating one another, because that's how society is. That's how some of us view ourselves. Exactly what people call us. Because why? We feel that's the only way we can get along or get ahead. Long as we pushing this devil premise, especially law enforcement, they all for that. You get all kind of accommodations. You get all kind of rewards and stuff. Because there's money and keeping the foot on our neck. Doesn't even matter to these devils, even if we do it to ourselves. And that's why the brother felt that way. That's why I'm really going to continue. And I want everybody that's listening to me, support this young man. Support this brother. This brother need his brothers and sisters to help us build his platform, build my platform. Because if we don't do it for one another, when they call us names and different things of that nature, then what can we say when we don't support one another? That's how you destroy all of those things, by support. The two biggest sins that the people of the Bible should understand. Number one, we must return to the Most High. Love him first. Secondly, we must love one another. When you love one another, you come back half or nearly all of the things that's happening. And because we love one another, we say, you know what? I'm going to step up and step in to support this brother. Know why? Because that's my brother. If I don't do it, who else will? If I don't speak up for my brother or my sister, who else will? We're divided because of different things. I get that. But when we get among ourselves like they used to do back in the day, then they knew what they had to do. You know how you see a lot of those Japanese pictures, martial art movies, and a lot of them have to smile. Then as soon as he turn his head, he's frowning. Because we know the role we got to play, and they know this. It's a game. It's mind games. You know? And I wonder if it was a black man that ordered a white person, which, you know, to cut his hair because of lice or lice potential or tatters or any of those other things, would that be deemed bigotry? Hateful? It'd be all over the news. But because it's only going to be on a few networks, like maybe the Advised media outlet, maybe Sarnetta, maybe Tariq Rashid, but it's definitely this brother right here. See, he's putting in the work that a lot of us don't want to talk about. A lot of us want to stay away from because why? You don't get no YouTube hits. you don't get no money. So that's what I'm encouraging my brother to set up a Cash App application. Anybody doing Patreon, that's cool, but all them people get in your money. So we got to do things like PayPal, Cash App. So support this brother. I just wanted to expound on what he already did. The reason why I didn't go into a lot of details, because if you follow him on his channel, he got it all. That's why I didn't want to step on the brother and cover the things that he didn't cover, or the things he did, because he covered a lot. So all I was doing was just adding on to what he was doing. So you see his name, subscribe to his channel, hit that notification bell like you see I got. You see I also liked it, and I also shared this video. Support your people, man. I can't stress that enough. It only takes you 15 seconds to do. To drop that notification, subscribe, like, and share the video. And I say to all my brothers and sisters that's doing the exact same thing, let's support one another, bro. It's more than enough for all of us to be on a panel, to be networking with one another, building one another, helping those with smaller, bigger, medium, or different ideas. This is the only way it's going to work, man. Each one teach one. We all got something to bring unique to the table. All right? Because this is what we need to do. So we can, so the Andrew Johnsons of the world can get put out there and put these devils on blast. We know it may not do much, but guess what? It's letting everybody know when they always say and think of us, why are they always upset? What's going on with them? Because we got to put up with nonsense like this. Because what if this was your son? And your son have to endure this stuff. And it's the easy way route to say, oh, I will just tell him to quit. Yeah, but to admit that much to that young man that he endured that. You know he was very emotional. But keep that in mind when we need to fact check that. As you a young man or woman, what would you say and do? All right, I'm out.